Well, the fight over extending light rail into Virginia Beach is heating up as Election Day inches closer. Voters will have their say in November.
Tonight, protesters rallied outside a meeting in Norfolk where supporters talked about ways to win over anyone who hasn't made up their mind. 10 on your side's Joe Fisher is here to break down both sides.
Well, yeah, Tom and Anita, we've been talking about this upcoming vote for more than a year now. Really, we expect this conversation to pick up ahead of Election Day. On one side, many say that there is support for an interconnected region. On the other side, they say it costs too much money. But perhaps the biggest question of all is, will people ride the tide? Outside the Slover Library in Norfolk, protesters stand united against light rail.
So this is a dream, but it's not realistic.
Inside, supporters of the tide and its extension into Virginia Beach talk about a vision for connecting Hampton roads.
It's more walkable, bikeable, hop on the light rail, jump in an Uber.
In November, beach voters will vote yes or no to extending the tide 3 miles from its last stop on Newtown Road in Norfolk to Town Center. Virginia Beach City Treasurer John Atkinson led the effort to get that question on the ballot. He says the price tag, over $200 million, is wasteful spending.
The study that HRT printed said that only 1,100 people would ride it daily. Absolutely nothing in the way of congestion, elimination of pollution, or transporting people.
Not the case, says Will Christopher, president of the Hampton Roads Public Transportation Alliance.
Downtown and Town Center, think about how much business we do back and forth.
Christopher believes the tracks could spawn new business and housing.
And the benefit of light rail is that it's long term. It's a signal to private investors, private enterprise, business, that, hey, we're making an investment in this community.
So far, the beach has spent $16.3 million, most of it to buy the former Norfolk Southern right-of-way. The question now, should the city move forward?
If we're really serious, we need to be talking about a connected, unified region.
If no one's going to ride it and it's that expensive, don't do it.
$155 million in state funding sits on the table right now for this project. The city must make a decision by December 31st, or that money will go to another locality. Meanwhile, Hampton Roads Transit will present an engineering study Monday. That report is expected to give us a better idea of the total estimated cost. I'm Joe Fisher, 10 on your side.
And while demonstrators made their point tonight in Norfolk, a new survey from Old Dominion University takes us to the other side of the tracks. It says nearly 60% want the tide to run to the Virginia Beach oceanfront. 37% want to see it in Newport News, and only 13% don't want any expansion of the tide. Find the results of today's survey and all of our previous coverage on wavy.com.